Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be responding to a video posted by my classmates Ellie and Claire about problems with paparazzi in the media. So I'm going to begin by summarizing the problem. There are two sides to this debate. One side comes from a celebrity standpoint, and that says that paparazzi's actions are way too invasive, they are sometimes way too aggressive in their face, and they cross a line of respect. Another opinion comes from the common public, and that says that celebrities chose this lifestyle, they knew the downsides of this reality. So, my classmates then proceeded to play a video of Kardashian, being harassed by the paparazzi. And as I watched the video, I thought to myself, I was weighing both sides of this argument, thinking, well, yeah, she did kind of choose to be in the spotlight, but at the same time, people were being really aggressive, and I think a lot of the times with the paparazzi, um, we see how they react to the paparazzi, and she was obviously very frustrated, but at the same time, I can't really blame her. I feel like a lot of people would see that and be like, oh, she's so rude, disregarding the paparazzi, but there was billions of people in her face, not actually, but there was quite a few people in her face with cameras, and it is really invasive. So I can understand her frustration. At the same time, I definitely think there's a happy medium between the two. So the problem with kids, so this was a really good point brought up by Allie and Claire. They noted that Halle Berry and Jennifer Gardner, two celebrities, worked to pass a law to protect the privacy rights of children in the spotlight. So for those who say, well, they chose this life, they deserve the paparazzi, well, the kids didn't choose this life, obviously. The kids are just in the spotlight because of their parents' actions. So I think that's really important, and also just so kids can have as close to a life of normalcy as possible. Obviously, when your parents are celebrities, your life is going to be pretty different no matter what, but if you can at least try and make it seem more normal so that there's no cameras flashing in their face, makes it a little bit easier for them. So, one of the final pictures that my classmates showed in their video was this image. Okay, and so we see Kanye on the left reacting pretty harshly to a paparazzi, and then we see Miley Cyrus giving a big thumbs up at the paparazzi, kind of just like really chill, doesn't really care. So overall, we have two very different reactions to the paparazzi. I can't blame people who get frustrated. I think the way that Kanye's acting out is absolutely inappropriate. There's no need to turn to physical violence unless he was attacked first. I really don't know the context behind that picture. But I do think that the more compliant celebrities are with the paparazzi, the further everyone will get. I think that at the same time, paparazzis need to be a little bit more kind in their approach. Maybe that's not the correct word, but a little bit more gentle in their approach. And they can't just, get in your face and ask 1,000 questions at a time. And I know it's their job and it's difficult, but I think both sides could stand to kind of compromise. I think paparazzi could be a little bit more gentler, and I think that celebrities having chosen this life can be a little bit more accommodating. As far as answering questions and stuff like that, I know they're busy people, but I think it would be helpful. So after watching my classmates' video, I conducted some further research myself, and here are 3 things that I learned. I learned that with challenging the paparazzi, this also kind of challenges the legitimacy of other jobs in news and media. So the paparazzi, it's their right as freedom of speech to do their jobs. So if we say what they do isn't okay, it kind of challenges other jobs that are similar in the media related to news. So we kind of have to ask ourselves where the line is. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. The second thing was that this job is in demand. So there are many people who are willing to pay for tabloids and magazines in the grocery store to find out what Kourtney Kardashian's doing, or their favorite singer, or whoever it is, and they want to see these pictures. Personally, I just don't really care that much to see what they're doing in their personal lives. I care more about why they're famous. So if it's, for example, if it's Adele, I'd rather hear about her album than see what Adele's doing in the streets. I mean, it's kind of cool. It connects you to them a little bit more, but overall, I would say I think that it doesn't really matter all that much. The third thing I learned is there is a certain amount of privacy that all people are entitled to. And this was more opinionated pieces that I was reading online, but most people would say that no matter who you are, whether you're a celebrity or you're just another person on the streets, there's no reason why cameras can invade you in your private vacation home. People will try taking pictures from the craziest places. I think there is a line of respect that needs to be acknowledged by the paparazzi. I don't think it's fair that celebrities are constantly having to plan their days around where the paparazzi are going to be. So overall, that's my thought on this, and I'm going to close with a video that I found hilarious and I kind of thought was a good way of dealing with the problem. So Kendrick Lamar recently got off a plane at LAX, and a swarm of paparazzi were there, and obviously they were doing their thing. They're getting in his face, and him and his friend that he was with kind of just turned the situation on them. So take a look at the video.
What's up, man? How you going? Oh my god, this is good. Do you want a job with TMZ? You can be a paparazzi, man.
What's the deal?
Dude, I know you're a big Tupac fan. What do you think Tupac would be doing? Oh, this is great.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Charlie. What's your name?
Where you from?
I'm from Australia.
Australia. For real?
Yeah, Charlie.
Yeah. What you do? What you do for fun?
Hey, Charlie. Oh my god, this is great.
What you do for fun, Charlie?
How do you like it?
So that's just a short snippet of what was a little bit of a longer video, but I just thought that that was a really nice way to handle the situation. They weren't aggressive, they weren't rude to the paparazzi, and the paparazzi were pretty invasive in that case scenario. But like I said, I think it's all about finding a happy medium between the two. Both sides could stand to compromise a little bit more. So those are my thoughts on the problems with paparazzi in the media, and thank you for listening.